Edgar Allan Poe quotes that will motivate you. How many good books suffer neglect through the inefficiency of their beginnings? Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortals ever dared to dream before. From childhood's hour I have not been, as others were I have not seen, as others saw I could not bring my passions from a common spring. Open here I flung the shutter, when, with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. And all my days are trances, and all my nightly dreams are where thy grey eye glances and where thy footstep gleams and what ethereal dances by what eternal streams. For passionate love is still divine, I loved her as an angel might, with ray of the all-living light, which blazes upon Nita's shrine. Thou wast that all to me, love, for which my soul did pine. Ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast upon the sculptured bust above his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore. Take this kiss upon the brow, and, in parting from you now, yet if hope has flown away in a night, or in a day, in a vision, or in none, is it therefore the less gone? O, human love, thou spirit given, on earth, of all we hope in heaven. And so being young and dipped in folly, I fell in love with melancholy. Deep in earth my love is lying and I must weep alone. Those who dream by day are cognizant of many things which escape those who dream only by night. Sleep, those little slices of death, how I loathe them. Thank heaven. The crisis, the danger is past, and the lingering illness is over at last, and the fever called living is conquered at last. In reading some books we occupy ourselves chiefly with the thoughts of the author, in perusing others, exclusively with our own. To die laughing must be the most glorious of all glorious deaths. A very short poem, while now and then producing a brilliant or vivid, never produces a profound or enduring effect. A green isle in the sea, love, a fountain and a shrine, all wreathed with fairy fruits and flowers, and all the flowers were mine. Undue brevity degenerates into mere epigrammatism. Beauty is the sole legitimate province of the poem. Literature is the most noble of professions. In fact, it is about the only one fit for a man. For my own part, there is no seducing me from the path. What a flood of new feelings gushed upon my soul, as I laid down the billet, and lifted my filial eyes to heaven. Mother endearing name. My sorrow, I could not awaken my heart to joy at the same tone. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Fill with mingled cream and amber, I will drain that glass again. Such hilarious visions clamber through the chamber of my brain. Let my heart be still a moment and this mystery explore. Even with the utterly lost, to whom life and death are equally jests, there are matters of which no jest can be made. It is impossible to say how first the idea entered my brain, but once conceived, it haunted me day and night. We loved with a love that was more than love, with a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. Art is to look at, not to criticize. Yet mad I am not, and very surely do I not dream. I was never really insane except upon occasions where my heart was touched. That which you mistake for madness is but an over-acuteness of the senses. Decorum, that bugbear which deters so many from bliss until the opportunity for bliss has forever gone by. Science has not yet taught us if madness is or is not the sublimity of the intelligence. Men have called me mad, but the question is not yet settled, whether madness is or is not the loftiest intelligence. It is by no means an irrational fancy that, in a future existence, we shall look upon what we think our present existence, as a dream. The death of a beautiful woman is, unquestionably, the most poetical topic in the world. And all I loved alone. There is no exquisite beauty without some strangeness in the proportion. Melancholy is thus the most legitimate of all the poetical tones. It is with literature as with law or empire: an established name is an estate in tenure, or a throne in possession. Beauty of whatever kind, in its supreme development, invariably excites the sensitive soul to tears. Words have no power to impress the mind without the exquisite horror of their reality. The boundaries which divide life from death are at best shadowy and vague. Who shall say where the one ends, and where the other begins? To elevate the soul, poetry is necessary. Never to suffer what never to have been blessed.